Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Relationship Matters, the podcast dedicated to helping, healing, and holding everything dear and true in our lives. I'm your host, Dr. Darlene Williams-Prades. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's close to my heart, aligning with our purpose as leaders. So, let's really get into this today. Leadership isn't, um, hmm, how should I say? Leadership isn't just being able to tell people what to do, because some people think that that's really what all it is. It's being able to tell somebody else what to do. And really and truly, that's not it. It's not just being able to tell somebody else what to do or where to go or how to act. It truly isn't. It is really and truly living one's purpose. And so, my question for you today is, are you living in your leadership purpose? I mean, like, really, are you living in your leadership purpose? Some of us think we are. Leadership isn't just about holding a title or a corner office, though, let's be honest, a window with a view doesn't hurt. It's about embodying a purpose that resonates deeply within us. It inspires us and it inspires those around us. But how do we know if we're truly aligned with that purpose? And what happens when we veer off course and that's not us? Think about that for a minute. Think about that really for a minute. What happens when we go the way we want to go instead of where purpose wants to drive us? So let me share a quick story about a friend of mine. Her name is Sarah, and she's a corporate executive who climbed the ladder with impressive speed. When I say impressive speed, I mean that girl was doing the Usain Bolt kind of move. On paper, she was the epitome of success. Note I said on paper. But every morning meeting, Sarah realized she was leading, but not in alignment with her purpose. This misalignment isn't uncommon. I mean, you got to look at it statistically. Gallup polls found that 34% of US employees are engaged at work, but that is a staggering 66% are just clocking in, clocking out, disconnected from their real roles. And if leaders are disengaged, it's like trying to steer a ship with a broken compass, a broken rudder, or no engine at all. You might move, but you're not really going anywhere. You're not really doing anything. And truly, it's not where you want to go or what you want to do. Frankly, I know that there's a lot of us that have been there, right? There's a lot of us that have been there. I know you out there understand that you not always where you want to be, you're not always doing what you want to do, and you're not always in your purpose. So here's the thing. How do we recalibrate the compass, that purpose compass? How do we ensure our leadership journey aligns with our inner purpose? So let's explore that together today. I'm going to take you on a little bit of journey. We're going to go together. But first, let's talk about values. Imagine your values as the GPS coordinates for your leadership journey. That means that your GPS and my GPS are nowhere near the same. And when was the last time you checked your GPS? Are you leading in the way that reflects what you truly believe what truly matters to you? If not, it's like using the old map for a new city where they put in all new buildings. So you're using a map from 1940 for the 2025 space. You'll end up lost, frustrated, and definitely not in the place you want to be. So consider this. A manager who valued creativity but found himself in a rigidity kind of situation, rule bound all the time. He felt stiff. He felt tired. He felt like he just didn't want to be wherever he was. And so he didn't do his team any good. But by realigning his leadership approach to foster innovation, he was able to kind of go, yeah, let's reignite our passion, because it reignited his passion. So it allows him to boost his team's performance. Is that where you are today? Are you boosting your team's performance, your family's performance, your own performance? Or are you in that rigidity where you got to be here at this time and you can't leave until that time? And that's how you treat your whole team. Or are you opening up those creative channels? So, the importance of listening, not to others, but to ourselves, that inner self that talks. That's what leadership is about. Leadership, and you listen to others, but others who already lead with purpose and they're successful at it. They're really, and I hate to be mean, but why would you follow somebody who's not even successful at their own leadership purpose? They're taking you the long way. Leadership isn't a monologue, it's a dialogue. And the question is, are you tuned into your inner voice and the voices of those you lead? Not those who lead you, but those that you lead. Or are you like, the person at the party who talks over everyone? Spoiler alert, that does not make you the smartest person in the room. And you don't even want to be the smartest person in the room. Research has shown from the Center of Creative Leadership that leaders who listen effectively are 40% more likely to build stronger relationships and foster trust within their teams, their families, their friends. Now, I can't leave out that population that they're introverts. That doesn't make them not leaders. It just makes them a little skittish about getting where they're trying to go. Trust, know, and believe. Woo-hoo! I know some introvert leaders, and baby, they can lead you. So don't put down the megaphone. Pick up the big old kaleidoscope that says, I can. That metaphorical stethoscope. That's what you need. The metaphorical stethoscope where you can listen to that inner voice and those around you to see what you're missing. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter with 3 actionable tips to determine if you are truly living in your purpose as a leader. Me? I work on it every day. I'm a work in progress. But for me, relationship matters are about this kind of stuff. Are you a great leader? Are you an active listener? Do you know how to communicate? And if you're an introvert, sorry, can you express yourself with clarity enough to reach those who need your message? I'm one of those introverts, by the way. And I have a few friends who are too. But we're working on it. So let's get to those actionable steps, okay? Those tips to determine if you are truly leading and living in your purpose. Number one, reflect regularly. I mean, like, set aside time each week to ask yourself, am I, being I, leading in a way that aligns with my core values? Not everybody else's, your own. To thine own self be true. Remember that every time you ask that question, am I leading in a way that aligns with my core values? Journaling can be a powerful tool right here because you write that down, not just the question, but the response that your inner voice gives, that inner dialogue. Remember, self reflection isn't narcissistic, it's necessary, very, very necessary. Number two, seek feedback, constructive feedback. Engage with your team, your family, your friends, your peers to understand how your leadership impacts them. Are you the leader who inspires? And are you the leader that aspires in their eyes? Sometimes our blind spots are the big, big things like billboards that other people can see, and for some reason we can't. And we need others to point that out. We need that. That's important. And sometimes it doesn't feel very good, but I trust and believe that when someone really cares about where you are in your journey and where you're going, they're going to be honest and they're going to be empathetic and they're going to be kind, but they're going to give you that constructive feedback. And it's not judgmental. It's the kind of feedback that says, this is the situation, this is what took place, this is where it took place, and this is the restriction it will cause if it's not changed. And that third actionable step, embrace continuous learning. Yep, I said it. People in the back, hear it again. Embrace continuous learning. Stay curious, like a little child getting into things. You know how kids are opening cabinets and messing with pots and pans and drawing on the walls. Stay curious and open to new experiences that resonate with your purpose. Attend workshops, read books, even start a new hobby. Growth isn't for your team. It's not for your family. It's not for your friends. It's not for your associates. It's for you. It's for you. Always for you. So those 3 tips are actionable. You can do that right now. You don't even have to wait until some other time. Right now, today. Today. Number one, reflect regularly. Use a journal. I do. And I promise you, it works. Number two, seek feedback and pay attention. Actively listen. Listen to understand, not to respond, not just to hear, but to understand. And finally, embrace continuous learning. Curiosity, they keep saying kill the cat, but they said satisfaction brought him back. Learn, grow, be like a tree planted by living water. Continue to grow and to flourish and to be your best you and your best leader. Remember, aligning with your purpose as a leader isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey. It's about being authentic and vulnerable and courageous enough to, I don't know, course correct when you need to, change direction. Or as one of my mentors would say, pivot, pivot. But always pivot and give yourself grace. After all, even a GPS system needs updating, right? On your phone, in your car, on your laptop, on your iPad. It always does. So today, as we wrap up, I leave you with this thought. Leadership without purpose is like a river without water, dry and directionless, devoid of life. And I'll say that again because it really hits me in the chest. Leadership without purpose is like a river without water. It's dry, it's directionless, and devoid of life. Align with your purpose. You'll not only lead effectively, but also inspire others to find their own path. Thank you for joining me today on Relationship Matters. And until next time, keep helping, healing, and holding everything dear and true close to you. Take care and lead with purpose. I am Dr. Darlene Williams-Prades, CEO of Superior Love Forever. I wish you the best. Be well.